With the passing of the years, we have seen how the population growth and the misinformation is affecting our planet in a very direct and catastrophic way. As civilizations advance, we change the way we live and interact with the world around us. We can appreciate these changes in our environment, caused by the very common customs we have developed as human beings. Problems like the increasing levels of CO2 caused by the use of cars, or the weakening of the ozone layer with the use of aerosols, or the inappropriate disposal of toxic wastes, which sometimes ends in our rivers and oceans, the extinction of complete species, which reduces the biodiversity in our ecosystems, and also the burning and cutting of entire forests, which are our Earth's lungs and absorb huge amounts of carbon dioxide and produce the oxygen we breathe, are the reasons that makes us think and question ourselves. If all this happens every day in front of our very own eyes, why don't we act now? Is this the world we want? In the endless search for answers to these questions comes along a new idea. With the help of innovating software and taking advantage of the exponential growth of computer users amongst the new generations, Mi Ciudad is born. Mi Ciudad, or My City, is an interactive application with the purpose of giving the user the chance to help to solve these environmental problems. Mi Ciudad creates a social interactive network with a fun and competitive environment which presents the user the challenge of creating his or her own city. This city will grow and will generate situations very similar to the ones in real life, and will have the problems of an actual city, making the user take decisions to enhance the quality of life for the virtual citizens while causing the less amount of environmental impact. This application seeks to make an impact in each and every one of the users, so they can associate the problems shown by the system with the actual problems in their communities, and hoping that many of these solutions found in the simulation can be applied in their cities. By doing this, the project would have reached its ultimate goal.
Mi Ciudad, it's an innovating idea because of the way it confronts the environmental problem using preventive measures like education. There is more application that simulate city planning, but what makes Mi Ciudad different from others? It's environmental focus, and it's also a web application which makes it much easier to access because it is designed for PC and mobile device. It is also a social network which provides a fun and competitive environment, but above all, it's interactive, where every user can share their personal experience in how to solve an environmental problem. Mi Ciudad includes a randomly generated environmental facts to educate the user with information of how our regular habits deteriorate the planet, and give the user an entertainment form to know the Earth with virtual Earth module, and keeps informed with an Earth is environmental news module.
Due that this is a web application and it's also in a social network, the system is constantly evolving and taking user suggestions, taking problems and solutions from one another and apply them in the simulation, so that the system shows the biggest amount of information possible, and we can constantly update the system, the buildings, the indicators, the problems in the city, and at the same time keep upgrading the social network.
The main objective of Mi Ciudad is to reach a great number of people. Using the internet as our main resource, we decide to employ the latest Microsoft tool for this kind of project, like Visual Studio 2008 with C# language, ASP.NET, and as our database manager SQL Server. For the graphics used for Mi Ciudad, we used the Microsoft Expression Suite, and this, plus the creativity and invention of the team members, gave us a very friendly graphic interface, which will be enjoyed by everyone of the user when using the system.
Mi Ciudad has an architecture that allows it to reach a great number of people around the world.
because it's designed for many types of systems, like computers and mobile devices, which will allow the user a fast access to our servers through the web, making it easier to enjoy the features offered by the system.
Ciudad has a great impact because it's a web application and through the internet with the support of one of the most used networks in the market is Windows Live, it can reach a huge amount of people. Also, this application is directed to anyone above 8 years of age, which gives us a wide range of users, and is also a simulation that shows and educates the user about the real impact of the problem we have in our city. And having applied this into a game type of system makes it very attractive to mass users.